We have a full-fledged weak El Nino going on in the tropical Pacific Ocean. Finally, after all this waiting, we have both atmosphere and ocean participating. It took so long for it to happen, and the main season for it is practically finished. But it doesn't matter. It's still happening, and models say it's going to go on for a number of more months, even a couple of more seasons. This has me so thrilled that I just had to take off my glasses for this one. So we have about 1 degree above average SST in the tropical Pacific. It's giving excess convection near the international dateline and a little bit farther east, which is a hallmark of El Nino, the atmospheric part. The Southern Oscillation Index is plenty negative now, like it should be, and some of the precipitation patterns are following right along. Because it's already March, we don't have a great deal of northern hemisphere impacts in the climate from it, both because it's on the weak side, only weak to moderate at most, and because it's a little bit off season. But we do have some of the effects in our climate forecast. For example, tendency toward below average precipitation in northern South America, except for the far eastern part of Brazil, where they're showing above normal as it's been. Below normal is preferred in the Philippines and over most of Indonesia. And we have above normal, a weak area in southwest Central Asia, which is another hallmark of El Nino, especially in the spring. Now, what do the models say is going to go on with this event? You'd think they would just have a brief period and then have it die out by May. But no, most of them have it continue at between 0.5 degree and 1 degree above average in the Niño 3 area all the way through the end of the year, 2019. Can you believe that? That would make 2 consecutive years of weak El Nino, because this winter is qualifying. We can see that. So, we have weak climate effects. We have an extended El Nino. Now, what about the northern spring predictability barrier? Doesn't that give us some caution on saying it's going to continue? Yes, it does. But almost all models say it's going to continue straight through the summer and fall, and it's partly because we have excess heat in the volume of water below the surface in the eastern half of the tropical Pacific. And that was brought on by some westerly wind events in the last month or two, which gave rise to downwelling Kelvin waves, which heated up the subsurface. Of course, that brings on above average usually at the surface. I'm sure that's part of what is causing the models to do what they're going to do. So we have precipitation and temperature forecasts over the land that agree with a weak to maybe moderate El Nino for the next month or two, becoming weak, and we'll have to take it from here next month and see what develops.